Hey, what's going on, everybody? I got about a half hour or so before I got to go to work. Just parked. So I know that I've been asking a lot of everybody right now, call your senators and representatives. I wanted to talk about what happened 2 days ago. VA representatives who have a procurement card or a credit card from the government that have to buy medical supplies. They have to buy, gas for their cars to go visit their patients when the patients can't come to the VA. They have, in-home services. Those people woke up with a dollar balance on their card, all in the name of the audits. They wanted to go through and see what was being bought, who deserved to have a card, So I agree with the audit. I agree with making sure that every penny of that is spent properly. But to simply drop the balances of the card when people, those employees may have pre-authorizations to buy things, and then those things may be canceled when it comes to life-saving, prescriptions or even with soldiers with PTSD, it might come to, well, they've got to get gas for their cars. Now, in some instances, those employees can buy it with their own money and then submit it to be reimbursed, but I don't see that as having to be a requirement. To do your job, you should have the available funds to do it. So now, I don't want you to call and say, don't audit the cards. What I would like people to do is call their senators and representatives and express dissatisfaction with the fact that those funds were knocked down to a dollar in the first place, and that in the future, if there's an audit, they can do it while the operations are being done instead of risking certain services being delayed because they knocked the balance down to the card. I hope that makes sense, and I hope everybody takes this as a serious, matter, because lives are at risk, and it's veteran lives that are at risk. It's funny to me that so many people say, we send so much money overseas, why don't we spend it on the veterans? And then we cut the veterans funding even if it was temporary. That doesn't make sense. So yeah, I don't support that, and I hope that everybody else wouldn't. As a veteran myself, yesterday I had a VA appointment, and if I needed something there and it wasn't available because of that, my health could be at risk. But I try to have empathy for my fellow veterans. I try to be sympathetic. And that's just not the way to do it. Thank you for listening.